Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel once again. Echoes of Eden. We're so glad to have you with us once again. We really appreciate all your support, and for all of our new subscribers, those who have messaged, thank you so much for getting in touch. It's been a real pleasure getting to know some of you in the comments. Today I'm back on the plot, and good news guys, we're finally, well, I say finally, there's always more digging to do, but we're finally at a stage where we can start clearing our plot from all of the stuff that we've dug out, and I'm about to get everything bagged up because we're taking all of the roots and all of the things that we've dug out, all the debris, up to our local tip a little later, and then we can start the process of actually leveling this plot. Now for a little while guys, it felt like we'd never actually get to this stage where we can finally start to level it out. My vision from my drawings that I did a few weeks ago, start putting it into place, and it feels so good to finally get to this stage. Now I was just talking to one of my neighbors and saying that, you know, watching someone on YouTube going through their process of getting their allotment plot up and running can seem so simple, so straightforward, but it's nothing further from the truth. In actual fact, it is quite a grueling, quite a difficult task, especially when you want to give it your all. And that's exactly what we've been trying to do here on Echoes of Eden. And yeah, it's fantastic to know that we're finally at the phase where we can start putting all the plans, all the visions into place. Now, if you're new here guys, do us a huge favor and just tap that little subscribe button. It'll only take you a second. This will really help us to boost our content, let the algorithm know that over here on Echoes of Eden, we do wonderful content on gardening and looking after an allotment, and hopefully others just like yourself can actually find this channel and can become a part of the community. Okay, so this is what our plot currently looks like. I've came over this morning, and what I've been doing is literally folding up the old tarps that have been such a godsend. These were given to me by one of our neighbors all the way over there, and these also was given to us by another neighbor. I will be returning these back to them. I think more than likely the chap will let me keep these white pieces, but these blue ones I'll give back to the lady who gifted them to me. If she doesn't want them, then I might hold on to them, although not sure exactly where I would store them because our shed is so small. But I'm in the process now of actually clearing these out the way. All of these pieces of boards which were used to make some raised beds that we inherited, I will most definitely be putting them to good use. So I'll be putting them to one side for now. And then all of this bindweed root and all of these nasties that we dug out, guys, look at them. All of this garden spaghetti will be put into bags. I actually brought bags today, finally. And we've got so much that we cannot possibly use them. So we've got to put them in bags and hopefully take them up to the tip. That's what we'll be doing today. And the next step will be to try and get this plot leveled, guys. So we can then start to frame it with our pallet collars which we have over here, and I absolutely can't wait for that stage. Okay, let's grab ourselves some bags. Hopefully I've got enough, and we'll start getting all of these weeds into these sacks. Yeah, the way things are looking, I might have to get some more, but honestly guys, I've so been looking forward to this stage where I can finally clear all of this bindweed. Now I would say that I've probably dug up around 90% of what we had here on the plot, and trust me when I say that is a lot as you can see here. However, I know that there's still more left in the soil, and I'm sure over time I'll see them pop up, and it'll be up to me to then try and dig them out and get rid of them as soon as I see them pop up to stop them spreading. So it's going to take a number of years. You know, they say Rome wasn't built in a day, and so I can't be naive in thinking that I've gotten rid of them completely. But yeah, I've been told by a lot of veterans here on the plot that what I'm doing is absolutely spot on. This is the best way to get rid of these nuisance here on the plot. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident knowing that we've got most of it up. I noticed along the line we've got some horsetail as well, which is another horrible weed, probably even worse than bindweed. in terms of getting rid of it, and along with some couch grass and bindweed, and they're all tunneled under that walkway, those slabs over there, and the same along that side over there. So at some stage I'll go through one by one, lifting up those slabs, and I think what I'll basically do is try and dig them out as best as I can to try and prevent them coming back into the plot. Yeah, work's never done on the plot, so yeah, that's something to look forward to in the future. But for now, I'm just going to bag all of these up, and then I'm going to get them in the car and get rid of them. Okay, so we're all done, guys. I've managed to take all of those roots and weeds out of those drums that we had, and we're now left with several bags which I'll be loading up into my car a little later to take them to the tip, along with a few other bits of scrap. We're currently in operation cleaning our allotment plot, and then hopefully the next phase will be leveling it and getting our pallet collars in place. So yeah, so far so good. Thank you so much for sticking around with us, guys, and for those of you who are new, please subscribe, because trust me, so much more is coming. This is only the beginning here on Echoes of Eden. We started digging up this plot by hand. We started in the autumn by building that little shed which was gifted to us for free, and now we've gotten to this stage where it's time to start leveling, getting our raised beds ready, and then hopefully we can get to planting. Hey everyone, so we've done for the day, and I've actually started the process of leveling the plot. Now I know it's going to be really challenging to actually get this plot leveled. It is on a little bit of a slope, but I mean, look at how much difference you know, these past 3 weeks of digging over the soil, getting rid of all of the weeds and all the roots that I can. Look how much different our plot looks. It's finally starting to look like an allotment plot. One of my neighbors came by earlier on and said, "Oh, that looks civilized," which was an amazing compliment considering where it's coming from. So I wanted to quickly show you guys what our plot would have looked like if I hadn't covered it over the autumn going into winter. If I had left it with all the bindweeds that I've uprooted, this is what my plot would have ended up looking like. And I think this is a good representation of why it's important to cover your plot over winter if you're new, to try and kill off some of this grass, or else come the spring you could end up with something like this. I mean, that is maybe around 1.5 feet in height already, and it is still early spring. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to cover mine, and it basically meant that the grass, most of it was killed off, and yeah, it just made the process of digging out the roots that much easier. That being said, it is still incredibly hard work, but it's finally starting to pay off as I'm looking now, and our plot is looking more and more like an allotment plot. So yeah, I thought I'd just bring this to your attention, guys, and just show you how things are changing and shaping. If you look, you can see that there's loads of peaks which are mounded up, and I need to actually level those and smooth them over. I've already started, and yeah, it's already started to look really good. Now would be a great time to have a rotavator to literally rotivate off those peaks to get them level, and also sort of churn the soil over to make it nice and more refined. But I haven't got one, so I've been doing it the old-fashioned way, of course. Tell you what, if nothing else, it's fantastic exercise. Not so great when you've got a bad back, but yeah, you can work around it if you're sensible, and that's exactly what I've been doing. So that's it. End of our digging of our allotment plot. Well, the major fact-finding, root investigation digging. Now it's time to landscape, figure out how we're going to be placing our raised beds, and turn this place into something beautiful. Anyway, this is Kenroy signing off. Echoes of Eden, take care, goodbye, and God bless. See you in the next video, guys.